Wontumi nka say me fa nem fa so obi aye boni nanso say obi aye boni mpo no say bi say dem progress because the man is need to take his medication. He need to take his medication. On Tuesday when I was here, he was denied. He was denied from taking his medication. That no one does and no one does. Fine, you have kept him in custody. You have access, he has time to take his medication. When you deny him that, indirectly you want him to die. That is wickedness. Don't you think so? That is wickedness.
From last 40 days to become. Let me boss it now.
Where have they taken him to? When I was coming, I heard your sister station saying that every evening they have to take him to clinic or something. That's what I was hearing.
That's the indication we also got yesterday that he's been in and out of.
Because the man is need to take his medication. He need to take his medication. On Tuesday when I was here, he was denied. He was denied from taking his medication. That no one does and no one does. Fine, you have kept him in custody. You have access, he has time to take his medication. When you deny him that, indirectly you want him to die. That is wickedness. Don't you think so? That is wickedness.
Honorable, we're waiting for Dr. Baben to arrive. You think at this point, everybody?
The next organizer. The next organizer. The next organizer. No Titus, no vote. No Titus, no vote. No Titus, no vote. No Titus, no vote. The next organizer. Osei. Yeah. Titus, Osei. Osei. Titus,
There is something in human rights law we call a non-derogable rights. That is right to life, free from slavery, and free from torture. So you can see that Wontumi is going through torture. What they've done is a form of imprisonment. In the first place, the bail condition, 50 million Ghana cedis, clearly tells you it's a political bail.
Is that unprecedented?
Why not? Have you heard something?
I hear Women was given 54 million bail.
Say again?
I hear Women was given 54 million bail.
54 million?
Yeah.
So this one is better?
I'm not saying that, but when you say unprecedented, it means that never happened.
Per your explanation, this one is better.
I don't have a position. I'm just
Who
asking.
has 50 million Ghana cedis?
You have a man.
I mean, this is not about you, this is money. It's about property, assets that can hold those things. So I think that clearly you can see the political undertone. This is purely persecution. But there's a saying we say in Ghana, literally, or by translation, a kite cannot be in the air forever. It will definitely come down. So if the NDC and the president and the Remonacha think they have power, so they are using it excessively to intimidate MPP and for that matter, Wontumi, then they have lost it. On day one, Tuesday when he was arrested, like a Rambo style. I said the spirit of the elephant is strong and united. You can't break it. He's rather emboldening us. He's encouraging us to stand united as a political party. And we'll work hard. So whatever they are doing, they should continue. They should continue and do it. We'll even clap for them. But Chamamunti will definitely come out. Okay? You will come out.
Have you read the charges that have been leveled against?
I'm not interested.
Why are you not interested?
I'm not interested in the charges.
Why?
Because nobody in the MPP will support anybody who has breached with the law. Nobody. If they believe that Chamamunti has a problem with the law, they shall arrange him to court. That's Exim Bank matter. It's a civil matter. The Exim Bank, if he has taken loan from Exim Bank, you only file a suit in court and he go and make his case. But you don't call him here like a Rambo style. You want to show force, show power, that you are Roman Acha, NDC power, so you show them to do. They can go ahead and do whatever they want to do. But definitely, people have been talked to support so that we can meet the big conditions. And our brother will come out.
Has the second surety been secured? The full bill?
I just came. I just wondered. So this question is very difficult to answer. So we'll wait and see whatever happens. Our prayer is that those friends who have been talked to will be able to support and meet a big condition. But like I said, what is good for the goose? What is good for the goose? Jemona.
It must be good for the Ghana.
Absolutely. So they should continue.
That's right.
But MPP will come to power. We work very hard. We work so hard. We unite our party and come to power. So they should continue.
We will double them.
If they are laughing at the side of their mouths, oh, what now would do me? $1 million. They can go ahead. Excuse me. Yeah. They can go ahead and do it. They are clapping. They are laughing. They show me. If I show no, okay, show no. What about the John?
Is that a promise of retaliation if government
I've not said anything. If it's retaliation, what? There are people. I was in Parliament for 2 terms. I don't agree. Nilante Vandapo, Amako Fibua. There was MPs who were taking double salaries. I know for a fact that when government had wanted to prosecute them, our own MPs, our leadership, have to go and prove themselves. So please, we know how democratic you are. They've all heard. Leave them. And President Kufuor agreed. For the sake of peace and sanctity of this country. You understand? When Mahama signed that checks, you remember those checks that he signed, the class goods from the port and the check that he issued, well, how did it go through? That alone, they should have called me for court. When we came to power, we said no, he's a businessman. But please, arrange and go and satisfy whatever debt you want and go and do it. Why didn't you take my brother Ibrahim to EOCO? Why don't you help him to police? I would believe that we build a country together. Because the fact that he had a problem with his check that didn't go through for those monies to come together. So look, find a way and pay back. And he did pay. That is how you build a country. But because Wontumi is a political face, so you want to use that opportunity to persecute him, to car him down, I can tell you, Wontumi's spirit is as high as this pole. Allah. So we want to assure the President Mahama is high. He's been given the power to govern. All the orchestra that he's doing to get off the Chief Justice is a way trying to amend the Constitution. I've said it and repeat it. President Mahama said that will never happen. Never. If you think you can sack the Chief Justice, you want to sack the way they are doing. NDC people are running commentaries of all the charges they are levying against the Chief Justice. Some media they sit on national television and they say all kinds of funny things against the Chief Justice. Today she has filed an affidavit in support. They said no, they will not allow her. All she's asking for, let the public know what is happening. Let the public know. This is too much to ask. These are all calculated attempt by the president, his government, his party. Because President Mahama said when they come, they will deal with the Chief Justice. Didn't you hear? Didn't you listen at the political platform? And today, when he says as for capping the justice of the Supreme Court, you talk about capping. It means that he wants to have a limit. Today, he has made something. What is it? You say one thing today, and you change your mind another time. They said the what? Increase public prices. Have they increased it?
With the appointment of the CJs, do you expect the EOCO in Parliament to, use whatever means they could to stop the approval of this the justice to the Supreme Court?
Looking at our government, there's nothing that the minority can do. But all we can say is that we need to come home hard to let the world know the injustice that the Mahama and his government and party are meting out to the Chief Justice. What has she done? Tell me, what has she done to warrant all these things? It's a dent on our democracy. This happened in the days of Kwame Nkrumah, Justice Kosa, the Chief Justice at the time. That is why in the 1992 Constitution, we have to put in structures before you take the decide. This is what you have to go through. But even that, what has she done? They said, what? She traveled with her husband and the daughter. Is that a way of dismissing the Chief Justice? And the woman said, look, let the public know what you are taking me through. In the first place, when you even receive the petition against the Chief Justice, you send it to public, sorry. You didn't even give her a copy until she made the announcement that, please, I need to have a copy of those who are making those recommendations against me. Nobody did. Okay. So until she made those demand, before the president said, look, okay, let's blah, 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 blah. But the point, what has she done?
Okay. But as far as this particular issue is concerned, you are assuring, hopeful that Chairman Wontumi should leave the EOCO premises by close of today.
My prayer is that he should leave the premises of EOCO. This past 48 hours, but I'm saying that right from the word go, they knew what they wanted to do. It is an agenda to make sure they keep you more than 48 hours. But the law that established EOCO is not bigger than the constitution of this country. The rights to life, the non-derogable rights, is a human right, not under slavery, not under torture, and the right to life.
But there are people who believe that he's been released before the 48 hours of his
Is he outside?
And so
is he outside?
If his lawyers believe that the bail terms are too hefty, they could go to court to seek for variation, which they haven't done in the last 2 days.
That is another option. That is another option. But I'm saying that why in the beginning you pay the bail condition of 50 million?
So you're questioning that?
So clearly it tells you the political position of the constitution. They want to do. So clearly that's the matter. And surprisingly, the media, we thank you very much. You'll be here from Tuesday. But a lot of things that is going on. On Tuesday, I did mention it. You know Galamsey is worse in Domama's time. You know that? Go to the excavators that are being imported into the country. And they are all going to the mining areas of these Galamsey areas. Today, under President Mahama, Galamsey is as worse than anything. Where are the pastors? Where are the pastors? The only group I've heard them talking is the Catholic Bishop Conference. Yesterday I was watching the news and it was scrolling. And I saw the Catholic Bishop Conference saying that he should go ahead and declare the state of emergency in these many areas. Why are they mute?
Okay.
Where are the Otabels? Why are the Duncan Williams? There is this pastor who shouts so much. That's Sakura pastor. What's his name? Where is he? Okay. Where's Kofi Odro?
I'm
Who down? Naturally.
Wontumi nka sɛ mɛyɛmfa ne mfa sɛ obi ayɛ bɔne a nanso sɛ obi ayɛ bɔne mpo no sɛ bio sɛ de nkɔ deɛ sɛ
Thank you very much. I'm sure you know it is not in our hands. to allow it. Our concern is the extent of incarceration. You arrest somebody and then you set the kind of bail conditions that have been set. People have all the sureties required and it's taking forever to do verification. No, Wontumi has businesses, family and everything. There's no way if you even give him bail on his own strength, he is going anywhere. The CID had already arrested him and had asked him to report. And he had gone to report, came out and then you arrested him. So clearly this is not somebody who wants to be on the run. And these state agencies must be able to speak if they are not speaking. It doesn't put the government in a good light that one state agency arrests somebody, gives him bail, he steps out of their compound, and then another agency in Rambo style goes to arrest the same person. It is not good. It doesn't put Ghana in that. Me, I thought we had left this kind of era when we were kids and when the revolutionary days and you saw this kind of thing. But, come on, 33 years into the Fourth Republic and democracy, and we are still seeing this kind of arrest. It is not the best. Arrested someone, set such draconian bail conditions for the person. It brought the sureties you require. Then you can only expedite the verification process and let the person go. He is not a person on the run. Like I mentioned earlier, one state agency has already arrested him and granted him bail. What is this multiplicity of? Is the CID and the EOCO and the NIB agencies, are they different? Are they serving different governments or the same states? They're serving the same state government. Where we stand, we don't think that what is happening is good for the security. You are here, you can see how people have begun amassing at this place. It just takes one click and something begins to happen and it puts the whole nation into
Please, can you tell us your name and your designation?
My name is Osei.
Yes. Your current position?
I was the campaign manager for the 2020.
Your time the whole day, now you go inside that time. I won't mean you. Until you see what inside.
Since Yakobani say, I then Anamo and Amutu Dafa.
Since Anamo, I to Edia Fan, they say, Yakosua, Pusua, Humano, no one chaya, baby, a charm, I won't me. So if someone could charm, I won't me, so Mama, because I mean, said the whole former vice president. Aya arrangement. No much is such a my wound to me. Not charm my wound to me, but not ye beba, channel, not charm my wound to me. Dear Bay, mind game, no person. Dear Bay, Azan, any wagadre, any entro, my charge Ghana for the 2 million. What does you chant trobium? What does you chant trobium? Dr. Mahmoud Baumi, I may say, a can't delegation I go inside. Your coach, charm my wound to me inside.
And she says, "Yeah, more don't come more, my baby, more a foot away and a model and a party executive, or more party. If you're not dear Guaquem, says, "Yeah, you're 2 months over and then 9 hours a year, and I be a share." Says, "I'm more back and as a movie, Janice, I'm an hour triple fast.
Say, dear, NDC for a free sale, or more than Rana shower on some. The Omo Penna or more yet. Ghana for to abadi amawomo na se many year John Dramani Mahama na many president etiakunyaswa can numbers Ghana for the ma womo 186 for parliament na ke yebehwe so agu oman no enye enioma ehu hia o free se obi ayade a charge na fa ne court charge no ne fa ne court Ghana ye dem 1992 constitution no ye dem run na checheye enti se wo free se obi ameki obi abu Ghana mraso obi abu Ghana hyehyɛ so ada na mon charge chama Wontumi fa ne court na mo pese mo play mind game se owa na the whole former vice president any delegation aba mam ye hu chama Wontumi na chese chama Wontumi any inside na mind games na mo play dia me pese me catch party achitafo ne say omunya rehemu e wa MPP party na emre eninka so Rollins obeye de chance a ene wo hefa emre eninka so power will change me that